Melanie, and welcome to Mel The Physio. I'm a physiotherapist who's qualified and specialized in manual therapy with over 10 to 12 years experience in Sri Lanka and Switzerland. On these segments, we are going to focus on functional ways of being healthy, practical tips and tricks, day-to-day life, workouts that you can do and implement into your work and your workouts. In today's segment, we're going to talk about an issue that I face day-to-day in my clinic, which is back pain. Throughout the year, there are so many people who come with back pain. So the question is, why and how could we prevent this from happening or reoccurring in the future? So what we see often is our lives have become really sedentary. We have really a lot of the times work that requires us to sit all day. So the question is always, how many hours do you sit in the day and what percentage? So there's a lot of load on the spine when you're seated. More than standing, more than lying down, you get about 140 on average percent load onto your spine when you're seated. And especially if you're seated forwards or hunching, that's even more. So it adds about 90% on top of this to the load that is on your spine. And when you have that much load on your spine, the question is, for how long have you been sitting and for what time frame? What can you do about this? The most important point is the correct posture at work. I'm sure you've heard about work ergonomy. You can find it online. You can find the correct sitting postures at work, which you can easily follow. The main thing is that you're able to adjust your workspace to benefit your body. That you're not straining your neck, you're not straining your shoulders, you're not straining your back. There's less load onto your spine because of your workspace. So making sure that your screen is eye level is very key. A lot of people work forward bending with the laptop, which is really a problem nowadays because of the strain it has on the neck. Also forward bending, again, a lot of strain and pressure onto the spine. So keeping your screen eye level with a display or lifting up your laptop is really important, as well as keeping your arms and shoulders relaxed when working, having a really good chair to support you while you're seated. That is key as well. There are certain degrees and angles that are key that you can check also online, which is freely available. It's just also important not to cross your legs while seated, and also keep them at a specific angle that's really comfortable for you. Okay, so this is what we were talking about. The way I'm sitting now is what not to do, because it strains your muscles and your spine. The whole body is in a stress. So how we're going to change that and make it easier for ourselves is to correct that. So how you can do that, I have a few props to help me, is eye level your screen. So if you have a display or if you have a computer, you can do that really well. But if you just have a laptop, sometimes some books or a stand might help, that it is a bit more eye level for you. Then you can take another keyboard to help with that, so it's a bit more ergonomic. I forgot my mouse, sorry. So this way it's more ergonomic for you, where you're sitting closer to the table with a straight back chair, your arms are on the table and your eyes are leveled with the screen, and you're able to type. Sorry, better. There you go. That's the best way. This is the way to do it. Now that we're sitting correctly, when picking up your phone, what often people do is tucking it here between your ears and your shoulders in a very comfortable position while working. This, unfortunately, is really not healthy. This causes stress in the neck, plus stress on the shoulders, muscles, and you end up with headaches or shoulder pains, back pains as well. So what you want to be doing is holding it actually to your ear, keeping your shoulders relaxed, or having it on loudspeaker, or if you have a headset, you can put it on the headset so that you can work and talk at the same time. The other option you have is having a more dynamic one with the seated option and a standing option. So that means seated table or a standing table. A lot of people, they have a table now that they can lift up, or you have a place in your office where you can actually stand and work. Maybe you can take a Zoom meeting standing, or you have a bit more a dynamic variation into your day-to-day office work life. So that gives you an option of engaging your muscles. You're more active, you get a bit more circulation in, and that is the other option you have. So there's a seated, the good posture sitting. Second one is a seating and standing desk. And the third one is just being really more dynamic in general in your office work life. So if you're 8 hours at work, that you're not sitting 8 hours of the day, but that you're actually getting up every 30 minutes, having a sip of water, going to the loo, having maybe a gossip chat around the office, but you're just being more dynamic. If you're getting a call, a conference call, that you're not taking it seated, but that you're standing, that you're walking, that you're chatting on the phone, that you're upright, that you're engaging your muscles, because the point is the load on your spine is really high when you're sitting and much less when you're standing. So we want to be getting a bit more upright positions, engagement of the core, engagement of those muscles. That is the key, so that you have breaks in between, so you're doing interval training into your office hours, that you're not being sedentary and more static in your day. So these are things that you can do that's really important at work. What you can also do, and that's very important, is exercise. Exercise and stretch. So as we do after a workout, we stretch and warm down, or we should do, to relax our muscles after the load that we've put in at the workout. It's the same at work. Because there's such a high load onto your spine and stress onto your muscles, it's key to warm down and stretch. Because you're hunched or you might be forward bending, it's really important to counteract that by doing movements that are in the opposite direction. So there are a few really good stretches we can do to relax our body after. It's also mentally really relaxing to do some deep breathing and stretching so that you've done your day and it's finished, so that you can go home and rest. This is a lovely exercise to do at office, because this is very easy to do and you just need a wall. I have this frame, but at work you'll have the wall. So this is a wall push-up. The wall push-up is great because you engage your core, so you're activating those muscles and you're strengthening the back as well, which counteracts the posture you may take at work. So it's really a nice one because you're activating your muscles, getting a bit of circulation, movement into your system, and easy to do anywhere where you have a wall. So stand with your feet wider apart, arms at shoulder level, engage and keep a straight spine, so you're not dipping forwards or dipping backwards. You're keeping your body really aligned and straight, core engaged. So you're pulling in your belly button and your pelvic floor muscle, and then what you're doing is you're getting your nose closer to the wall, not into the wall, but closer to the wall, and then pushing back. And don't forget to breathe, because breathing is really key with this as well. Opening up the rib cage and the diaphragm, stretching that out as well. This is easy to do anywhere. You can do it every day. It's a lovely one to include into your daily routine. The wall push-up is also really great because it mobilizes your ankles and stretches your calves very slightly as well during this dynamic movement. So you have strengthening, stretching, activation of the core, all in one. Super easy. Child's pose is always a really good stretch to go back to for lengthening your spine and stretching out after work. So you just need a mat, again a smaller space required, and you can just stay on all fours and then go into a nice stretch where you're elongating your spine. And you take a few minutes to take a few deep breaths as well. So usually I like to stay here for about 10 seconds or 10 breaths and then come on up and take a break. So this is a lovely way to stretch and warm down after work as well. Okay, so guys, the stretches I was talking to you about, which you can easily do at home or at work, which is great. You just need a small space, so you don't need a big space, which is also great, is a basic one. So first of all, putting your arms up, stretching to the side so that you're really opening up the space here, which you usually have crouched up when as you're seated. So it's opening up space, stretching the abdominals, really getting the muscles to relax. The other stretch, which is easy to do seated or standing, is pulling your shoulders together and relaxing. So breathing in, this helps with when you're breathing as well. So breathing in, pulling your shoulder blades back, and then breathing out, relaxing. This you can do seated or standing, but this is a really good one to open up here as well. So we're opening up the front and we're opening up at the back as well. Those are the two stretches which you can add in. And exercises are there to strengthen, and that's also another issue. A big issue is reoccurring back, neck, and headaches because of a work or a static work environment. So the key is to strengthen your muscles, strengthen your back muscles, strengthen your core, strengthen your muscles. Also in general, there are a few good exercises that you can do to improve that, so that you can carry your load or your body better, that you're not going back and getting injured, but that your muscles are stronger to carry and be activated throughout your day. Just to summarize, make sure your workspace ergonomy is sorted so that you're working in a more healthy, upright kind of way, that it doesn't load onto your body. Make sure that you have a more dynamic, diversified work environment, that you're standing up, sitting down, taking breaks, and also that you make sure that you stretch and exercise afterwards, so that you're taking care of your body and making sure there's more circulation, and that you just get that routine in. It's a bit of a change, but I know you can do it. That's it for today, guys. I hope this helps you, and I'm gonna make sure you're doing what I told you by checking all the CCTV cameras in your offices from next week. So, no, I'm kidding. I'm not going to actually do that. But take care and keep moving. Bye. Better to hold your hand at your, oh my God, someone's actually calling me. Sorry. So it's better to hold, it wasn't on loud, sorry. There to help you through your day, whatever is needed. But today, I don't know, whatever is needed. I'm going to help you with your cooking and your clean. I hope this episode really helped you kind of figure out your workspace or think about it when going into work tomorrow. Yeah? No? Okay. So keep that in mind when you're going, because I'll be watching. So